Hello and welcome to the Daily Mill for Monday, the 24th of June 2024. In today's Millwall news, we had confirmation of what we already knew, and that is that Alex Mitchell has departed Millwall for Charlton Athletic. This is from the southernnews.co.uk, but this has been on the official club website, so we know that it's true. Millwall confirmed permanent departure of Alex Mitchell. Charlton have snapped up the 22-year-old defender. Alex Mitchell was signed for Charlton Athletic for an undisclosed fee. Millwall have confirmed the 22-year-old defender had been at the Den for 6 years, but only made one senior appearance during his time. Mitchell enjoyed a succession of loan moves, most recently last season at Lincoln City, but could not break into the first-team picture for Millwall. Charlton agreed terms with their London rivals for the centre-back earlier this month. He is the first major departure from the Lions this summer and will now link up with Nathan Jones' side, who finished 16th in League One. Last season for Lincoln, Mitchell made 36 league appearances and primarily played in a back three. Mitchell impressed with his performances, and the Imps missed out only on the playoffs on the final day of the season. So you would imagine that Charlton are buying him to improve their squad. Now moving on to this from londonnewsonline.co.uk, and it's Millwall boss Harris gives his verdict on Alex Mitchell's permanent transfer to Charlton Athletic. Millwall manager Neil Harris has described Alex Mitchell's transfer to Charlton as a sensible move for all parties. The Lions Academy product spent last season on loan at Lincoln City. Millwall have a significant sell-on as part of the deal. The fee is undisclosed. Mitchell previously had temporary moves to Bromley, St Johnstone and Leyton Orient. Alex going to Charlton is a sensible move for all parties, Harris told the South London Press. First and foremost, it is always about a player and a player's mindset. Alex is absolutely adamant that he's been pretty much out on loan for 18 months and also been a regular in the team for 18 months. And ultimately, he just wants to play first team football every Saturday afternoon. With ourselves at championship level, I was more than happy for Alex to stay with us and be a part of the group, fight for the place. But I understand the player's mindset. He's played regularly and wants to play. Yeah, you have to praise that sometimes. We feel it's a really good deal with Charlton, where we're happy with the transfer fee we received. Asked about the potential that Charlton are adding by bringing Mitchell into Nathan Jones' squad, Harris said, "Well, only time will tell always with any player, but Charlton have seen a lot of Alex when he was out on loan in League One, and they know he's in a competitive division. What I will say is that Alex is a really good young man. I've known him since he was 15, and I wish him the best of luck, as does the whole of the football club, with his next challenge." So there you go. Has been mentioned previously on this channel, it seems to be that Alex Mitchell wants to play, and if he's not going to play for Millwall, then he wants to play somewhere else. And he has been. He's been out on loan playing, and he's been doing well. And he's been playing week in, week out. And then faced with the prospect of coming back to Millwall and maybe sitting on the subs bench, maybe sometimes even not even making a subs bench, because he's purely a centre back. I don't know if he can play a right back. I think just a centre back. So what's the value in having him on the bench when you've got other centre back? You've got Harding or Murray Wallace. Murray Wallace can play left back as well. Harding can play right back. So he's likely might not even get in the squad. So then how's he going to play? And he's chosen to leave, which is fair enough, really. But so it seems he wanted to leave. He wanted to play, and we've got a fee that we don't know what it is. But I would imagine. What do you think it would be? I mean, initially, it's got to be at least maybe 200k. You would imagine, and then with extra stuff added on, if they go up, if they make the playoffs, whatever, how many appearances you make, so whatever, and sell on. So there you go. So like I said, all's well that ends well, apparently. And good luck to the lad. It is what it is. What can you do? Now, a lot of fans obviously not reacting favourably to this. So what do we get? We get a spoonful of sugar to help the medicine go down. And this is from londonnewsonline.co.uk, the South London Press. Mills player of the season, Ryan Leonard, signs improved contract. So we had the departure of Alex Mitchell announced, and like an hour or two later, we got the news that Ryan Leonard had signed a new deal, which is probably kind of ominous because it suggests that there's not any other good news going around that they could publish. So they've already just threw a contract at Ryan Leonard and say sign that, and we'll get that out there. So Ryan Leonard has signed an improved contract at Millwall. The 32-year-old had already triggered a 12-month extension option after reaching a set amount of appearances, but the South London press understands that the Lions have rewarded the former Southend and Sheffield United player for an excellent last campaign that saw him win Millwall Supporters Club Player of the Season. It was being confirmed. It says the South London press understands it's actually been confirmed. It's been put up on the official club website with a video, so you know that it's true. So Leonard remains on a 1-year deal with an option in those terms. So what it suggests is, so obviously he's had a year with an option, so effectively 1 year plus one. That original first year's run out, so now he's on just the plus one, and they've just renewed it, so he's now got 1 year plus an option for another one. So he's back to a 1+1. So there you go. Nice and early. Not waiting until January when he might be able to speak to other people, get it done. So he had previously endured some injury hit season for Millwall before featuring 37 times in all competitions the last time around. Leonard is comfortable and adept either at right back or in a back three, shifting back there and away from midfield role that he was known for even in his early days with the South Londoners. I've tried to do different things away from football, he told our paper at the end of last season. A lot is a mentality side of it. I've tried not to overthink too much, focus my energy in different ways. I've taken up yoga, I've worked a lot harder with the physios, and I had a lot more treatment even when I am fit to keep on top of things instead of being reactive. A lot of it's confidence as well, having confidence in your own body as well as your own ability. I've learned that and taken a step back when I was coming away from training and games. I tried to enjoy being the other side of it and away from football. So there you go, that was the good news today after the bad news earlier. Now, moving on this, when are we going to sign some players? We certainly need some. I would imagine if we play with the squad that we've got, I would almost certainly say that we are very, very troubling that we might be in another relegation fight. So, this is from the South London Press again. Millwall boss Neil Harris expecting transfer window to quickly speed up this week. Okay. Millwall head coach Neil Harris is expecting the transfer window to hot up as players report back for pre-season training. The Lions are in for fitness tests on Wednesday, a sign that the summer break is over with the South London club. Millwall have yet to make a signing, but still keen on securing Japhet Tanganga after a successful loan spell with them in the second half of the last campaign. The former England under-21 centre-back will be a free agent on July the 1st after being released by Tottenham. Asked about impending incoming activity, Harris told the South London Press, we're edging a lot closer. I think things will start to move now. We're in Wednesday, which is earlier than most teams. Most clubs are going to be in on Monday. And we're just a few days ahead of the curve. Player contracts end on June 30th, and this is what it really hits for the players. They don't realistically want to be unemployed on July the 1st when their ex-teammates and friends are still reporting back to training, and that's when things really start to move. I do expect the market to speed up quickly this week. Whether anyone is in the building on Wednesday, I mean, we want players in, of course we do. Priority on Wednesday is going to be dealing with a group that is in the building around Matty, who passed away. Being respectful to the players over the next few days over that, but also trying to keep a balance of that we do need to add to the group and trying to bring players into our environment sooner rather than later. Indeed we do. I think we need at least 7 or 8. I mean, come on. Or maybe 6 if some of them are very, very good. Now, maybe some of them will come from the youth team, but there aren't many left. There was a massive coal of the youth team. Nana Boateng has gone to Sutton United and a whole host of others. But apparently Neil Harris is looking forward to giving Mill's young players opportunities in friendly matches. Okay. Well, so far we've only got one of them planned. That's at Gillingham. More on that later, at the end of the video. The Lions have plenty of youngsters who will be looking to impress. Do we? Do we, though? This is from the southernnews.co.uk. Mill's talented youngsters will get a chance to shine during pre-season, according to Neil Harris. Along with a friendly against Gillingham next month, the Lions will have a number of non-competitive games to get themselves back up to match sharpness before the start of the new championship season, and Harris is keen to ensure that the younger stars in the squad are given the space to impress. Speaking before the tragic death of goalkeeper Matija Sarkic, the Lions head coach told the News at then, two or three have had loan moves last year and excelled and will get an opportunity to train and play with the first team across the season. And that gives fans an opportunity to see Adam Meyer, more of Edomu remain. And we're talking about some really promising youngsters there. And when you put Nino and Kamal and Chin into the mix as well, then you're looking at a young core group of players. If we've not recruited quickly, then young players will really get a chance to shine during the course of pre-season. Fans love to see the young homegrown players. I like to see them. I need to see more of them, and they get a chance to impress. So that's why I'm really calm with the slowness of the market, as I'm really looking forward to seeing these young players as well. That is what the youth of today called cope. That is cope. What it means is we don't have enough players to fill the team, so we will be using the youngsters to fill in the gaps in the first team friendlies. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear. When does the transfer window close? September the 1st, is it? So we could have a really bad August. Can you imagine if when before the season starts, we don't have the players that we need, and we literally scrambling around until the final day of transfer window, when we're just so desperate to get people in. This is cope. Cope, as the youngsters say, copium, a massive amount of copium. We don't have enough players, so we're going to have to play the youngsters, and we're going to tell them that it's an audition for them into the first team, when actually we're trying to recruit players to come in and replace them, and then they can go back into the under 21s or go out on loan, and then we'll forget about them even if they do well out on loan. Am I wrong? I don't know. Seems to be the case. Now, talking about that Gillingham game. Tickets. We have tickets. Anyone want some tickets? This is from millwallfc.co.uk. Now, unlike a league game. Now, for a league game, if it's an away game like this is, the away team will give tickets to Millwall, and then Millwall will have to sell them to the Millwall fans. But this is not the case with friendlies. You have to purchase them from Gillingham. So Millwall travel to Gillingham for a pre-season friendly on Saturday the 13th of July 2024, kick-off at 1 p.m, and tickets are now on sale to purchase. Travelling Lion supporters will be hosted in the Gordon Road stand, and tickets will be in the form of e-tickets only. E-tickets will be sent automatically direct from Gillingham Football Club. The ticket prices are £14 for adults, £11 for seniors, £8 for young adults. Nothing there saying what a young adult is. Maybe that's under 21s. Under 18s is £6, and under 14s is £5. Tickets for this fixture must be purchased via the official online Gillingham ticket office by clicking here. And as it says there, this is e-ticket only. So this is e-ticket only, and this is what they look like there. I'm not a fan of this forcing people to do things like this, not taking cash and stuff like that. I'm not a fan of that, but you can understand that, and it's like people paying with credit cards and stuff. But this is a step beyond, where the actual thing is not the actual thing you're buying. I want to buy a ticket. Oh no, you're not buying a ticket, you're buying an e-ticket. All very weird and bizarre. But this is how it is. Apparently, I don't know if you have to print it off or you can use it on your phone or whatever it is, but so this is how it goes. And you have to go to Gillingham to get it. So there you go. So if you're not up to date with all the latest technology, you probably can't buy a ticket. How do you buy more than one ticket? How do you do that? Like, what if you want to buy more than one ticket? Then how does that work? And they said, well, on your phone. Then, well, how does that work if it's on your phone? They send you a different thing for each ticket, and then like it's just so complicated and a load of nonsense. And then when it goes wrong, as it almost inevitably will, who fixes it? Because it's a smart meter. Apparently, it's a smart ticket, smart meter, smart ticket, smart this, smart that. It's not smart. It's just electronic, and it's a way for them to save money and make more money off of you. And I think Millwall do this as well, and they have the cheek to charge you a fucking fee for it. So, are you taking a piss? A processing fee? Are you serious? Oh well, anyway, that's not the end of the video. We are going to talk about this because the fixtures are coming out on Wednesday. The fixtures come out Wednesday at 9 a.m. and the Carabao Cup first round draw is on Thursday. So one more day. So tomorrow is fixture release day eve. This is from the South London Press, londonnewsonline.co.uk. Lions boss on his ideal fixture start ahead of 24-25 Championship schedule announcement, with Leeds fixture always big dates. Millwall head coach Neil Harris is hoping for a home game to kick off the 24-25 Championship season, with the fixture set to be announced on Wednesday morning. And the Lions chief admits that their two matches against Leeds United are also two of the first dates he will be looking for. Not only him, I imagine Sky as well. Wasn't a lot of the ones this season both on Sky, weren't they? Clubs get advance notice of their matches with the schedule made public at 9 a.m. The Yorkshire club are facing a second successive year in England's second tier after losing the Championship playoff finals to Southampton at the end of May. I always like to be at home on the first game of the season, Harris told the South London Press, and I always look to when we play Leeds home and away, and they're always a key one for me. I always look for the Christmas schedule. That's vitally important for the balance of the football club, for fixtures and for family life. It's a key period. Other than that, you have an individual opinion on the games you like first up and teams you don't want to face. Ultimately, the fixtures are drawn randomly and you get who you're given. We look forward to Wednesday. I always think it's a big day in the annual football calendar. Even during the Euros, when there's a football focus, this is international football. Fixture releases day in the EFL really sets the tone for a huge part of the population to start thinking about club football again. Indeed. Sorry, I'm just kind of distracted by this weird-looking guy on the right-hand side. Seems to be a scoutmaster giving a creepy look at the camera. Kind of looks like Byron Webster a little bit, does he? Does he not? But yeah, who are you looking forward to? I'm not really bothered. I think people look for like dates that matters to them, like birthdays and stuff. I'll probably at the start of the season if they're going away on holiday. Bizarrely, a lot of people, even if they've got season tickets, they kind of miss the first game if it's at home because they're off on holiday, which I guess like holidays are more important than a football match, but it's always very bizarre to me. But I would imagine, given the previous conversation we had about not having enough decent players, that we would want August to be as easy as possible if we haven't got players in, and we're still trying to get players in up until the end of the transfer window on the 1st of September. I mean, who would that be? Probably Blackburn. I don't think Blackburn are going to be decent. Who else is left? Sheffield Wednesday actually pretty decent now. There's not many rubbish teams in the league, to be honest with you. So it's a bit. Everyone's been a bit squashed. So I think if we can avoid the harder teams and play the middling teams and some easy teams in the start of the season, plus that will always give you a bit of momentum, wouldn't it? If you get some results and you look at the table in the early stages after about 5 games and you're like up at the top, even though it doesn't really mean anything, it's still like, oh, we're at the top of the table. But yeah, Wednesday, one more day to go. And on that note, thank you for watching and goodbye.